It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It's East versus West here in Toronto. The Raptors hope to put on a show for their hometown fans. Here's Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Powell. Harden outside. 5 on the clock.
Well, when you have size at your disposal, you've got to use that to your advantage. And Jakob Poeltl throws that shot off there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Here's Powell. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
The 3 from Harden. It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. It's Ingram on the wing. Here's Barnes. Here's Poeltl. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes outside. Inside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Toronto with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Ingram comes up empty down low. Clippers trail by 7. Oh, Leonard in position.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Nobody near Barnes. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Powell for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors leading by 5. Barrett for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Harden. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Nice job by James Harden to leak out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
Back to Poeltl. Raptors moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 3. Harden looking it over. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Quickly with a wide open look. The long distance 3 is Barrett.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Simmons. And it's Toronto with the rebound. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Bogdanovic. Offensive rebound. Right side Barrett. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. And Simmons with the rebound. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Here's Toronto for 3. Barrett. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Here's Leonard. And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
3-pointer. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 10. Leonard inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so it's
60. The Clippers, 11.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Here's Coffey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history. You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. The Clippers trail. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the call will be against Immanuel Quickley. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Kawhi taking no chances.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Back to Ingram. The kick out to Barnes. Offline with his 3. And the Clippers have possession. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And so here are the Clippers. The Raptors getting the bucket. Back to Bogdanovic. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Leonard missing. Raptors with the lead. Here's Barnes. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This guy is such a phenomenal scorer. Scotty Barnes feeling very good right now.
Here's Leonard. Nice D from Barrett.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's quickly missing.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Toronto leading by 4. Ingram drawing the double team. Pass to Pirtle. Barrett wide open. He fires. Hits the 3-point bomb. Barrett's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
For 3, Barrett. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Wow, the answer from R.J. Barrett. That 3-point big-time delivery.
And it's done in the corner. Back to Leonard. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Toronto bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Boucher sends it back. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. For Toronto, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Oh, my goodness. What an elusive move by James Harden. Not only the ability to put it on the deck, but the ability to make that shot. That's tough.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Dick after Ben Simmons' bucket. Dick can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 6. Simmons working it over. Leonard on the wing. Boucher with the rebound. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Pass to Mobo. Here's Abaji. Guarded by Powell. Shoots the 3. Abaji can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
On the wing, Harden. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
To the inside. Here's Abaji. Count it.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And here's Leonard. Now here's Simmons. Dick defending. Here's Harden. It's tipped. Here's Mobo. Still yet to score. Leonard with the ball. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Over to the wing. Here's Mobo. And it's off from 3-point range. Clippers trail by 6. Harden has a wide open look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Abaji. Now Dick launches a 3. Rebound Kawhi Leonard.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Harden can't hit.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Boucher. And stolen by Simmons. Good if it goes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Toronto ahead. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Master quickly. Stolen by Jones. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Barrett. And he banks in the layup. And the Raptors lead by 3.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
Now here's Dunn. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Barrett with the ball. Jones covering. Ingram outside. Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
More and more, we see Ingram attack on the drive and convert it. His length and skill allow him to do so many things. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Los Angeles making a switch here.
That's his 2nd personal foul. First team
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Leonard. Toronto grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Now, here's Quickly. Ingram attacking. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Barnes. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.